When the world was covered in darkness, humans were last to come to the earth. When the sun was released into the sky, everything started to grow and blossom. When the Creator made all the beings in all the Sḳwx, he was happy. The mountains were rising from the waters. Rivers carved their paths to the sea. Forests spread across the valleys, and the salmon found their way home. From the time of Sḳwx, the Great Flood, when only Sḳwx and Sḳwx stood above the waters, the people endured. Thunderbird brought Sďwx to the survivors of Sďwx, and the land remembered them, and they remembered the land. From that beginning, and for thousands of years, long before maps, borders, or cities, our ancestors traveled the rivers, the inlets, and the mountain trails of Sďwx. They learned the rhythms of the seasons. They listened to the teachings carried by the land, and the stories passed from generation to generation. Every village had its own history. Every mountain, every river, every place name held memory. The people lived with the salmon, the cedar, the tides, and the forests. They built communities, raised families, traded with neighboring nations, and carried responsibilities handed down by their ancestors. Then came change. Strangers arrived in tall ships. Sickness spread, and the old ways were outlawed. They tried to extinguish our ancient villages, our families, and the life of our culture. Yet through every hardship, our people held on to what was sacred. For generations, even as the strangers sought to erase us, and Canada drew lines across our territory and cut off our villages from one another, we had never been separate. And so in 1923, our leaders gathered to formally reunite our villages with one another under a single government. Through amalgamation, they did not create a new nation. They reaffirmed one that had existed since time immemorial. Our people had experienced profound loss, and so had the land. But the songs survived, the teachings survived, the language survived, and our people remained. Amalgamation was more than an administrative decision. It helped us come home to one another. It helped us make a declaration to the world that we are one people, one nation. Sďwx. We are Squamish. Our strength comes from standing together. Our people are determined to carry our ancestors forward. And from that moment of declaration, we have continued this work, defending our lands, protecting our rights, revitalizing our language, and building for future generations. The path has not been easy, but each person of every generation carries something forward, a story, a teaching, a part of kinship with this land. Today, Sďwx continues to grow. Children are learning the teachings of their ancestors. The language is being spoken, and families are returning home. And throughout the territory, the same lands that sustained our ancestors continue to sustain us today. The mountains still stand watch. The rivers still flow. The salmon still return. This story is about our people who never forgot who we are. We are the descendants of those who endured. We are the caretakers of an unbroken story stretching back beyond memory. working to carry it forward. We come from this land, and this land lives within us. Squamish. We are Squamish.